What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Vegeta Super Saiyan Awakened Super Saiyan Blood. When it comes to this Vegeta, the main reason I ended up picking this up is I'm going to tell you this. This is very similar to the recent Super Saiyan Goku that was released. In my opinion, it's just a better looking base Super Saiyan Vegeta. I know that this is more or less the first time that Vegeta went Super Saiyan when he went Super Saiyan against Android 19 in the Android Saga. And so it's nice to get a base Super Saiyan Vegeta, because the one I have is, I think, technically Super Vegeta, but the colors just look a bit weird, and I really do like the colors on this a bit more, and you'll see that when we get into it. But for the most part, when it comes to this figure, that's the main reason I ended up picking this up, because, yeah, I wanted a better Super Saiyan looking Super Saiyan Vegeta. So, very quickly here, taking a look at the box here, you can see that very nice artwork, or the very nice product shot here of Vegeta. You can obviously see the nice text Super Saiyan Vegeta. You can see Awakened Super Saiyan Blood. The SH Figuarts logo, you can obviously see the Dragon Ball logo, the Toy Animation, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai logos. More nice product shots here on the side as well. More nice text here on the side, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Awakened Super Saiyan Blood. And then here are your obligatory product shots, which is always really nice to see. Really nice stuff here. And so, when it comes to the packaging, I think that Bandai does a really good job, folks. And so, without further ado, alright, folks, here we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Awakened Super Saiyan Blood out of the box, and I gotta say, he looks really, really good. Again, in comparison to the Vegeta that I currently have, which I'll try and put a picture on screen right now, the colors on this are just better, specifically for his Super Saiyan armor, you know, his suit. Basically the suit that Vegeta always wears these days, right? The colors that Vegeta is most known for being in, and the outfit he's most known for being in. So, take a look at the details here. You can see, though, the very nice head sculpt. The hair looks really, really nice as well. I think another thing that they did very well with these new sort of like 2.0, 3.0 releases of these characters is I think that they're doing the faces a lot better in terms of the art and the painting on them. They just look more accurate to the show. You can see very nice details. You can see the nice eyes, the nice mouth, nice scowl that Vegeta always has. He always looks pissed. He has RBF, doesn't he? But yeah, it looks really good. And then coming down here, there's not much shading across him, and I'll admit that right away. But for the most part, it just looks clean. And again, I really like the shade of blue that they use for this. You can see his iconic shoes and everything like that. He just looks really, really clean. Like, there's nothing crazy about him, but there doesn't really need to be anything crazy about him. Just to have another nice base Super Saiyan Vegeta is always nice to have. And so, when it comes to the details and the paint, I think they did a good job. Again, there's not really shading. There is a lack of shading, but at the end of the day, I'm not really that mad about it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set this guy off to the side here, and we are going to be doing some size comparisons, but I would like to bring up the camera a little bit, because I'm bringing in Goku, and Goku's obviously a bit taller than Vegeta. Alrighty, folks, first off, here he is with the Transformers Legacy United Infernac Universe Deluxe Class Magnus. As you can see, these two look really nice together, but at the end of the day, I'm just using Magnus. He's the guy I always use for comparisons. You know, he's my, default comparison. And so, Vegeta is a little bit taller than an average size, deluxe size Transformer, so you can gauge your size from there if you don't have any other figure that's similar to Vegeta. If you have a figure similar to Magnus, you have an idea of how big he is. Alrighty, folks, and here he is with the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Goku as he appeared in the Cell Saga, or in the Cell games. And these two look really good together. Obviously, Vegeta's hair is a bit more stylized to sort of fit the art style at the time with the Super Saiyan hair. They didn't really have all of the lines and angles that you usually have in, the current in Super, or even in later Z. So that Vegeta's hair reflects that. It's definitely more golden and shiny in comparison to Goku's, but still, at the end of the day, I do like this Vegeta just better overall, and he will be probably my my actual just base Super Saiyan Vegeta going forward. I was thinking if they might release like a base Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Buu Saga, right before he would end up turning Majin, that would be pretty cool, and obviously they would change the hair to to look more like Goku's as it does in this figure. But at the end of the day, I can't really complain about it. It'll take a lot to really make me consider whether to replace this Vegeta with a new base Vegeta, because I think that this is what I'm going to be sticking with going forward for the time being. Alrighty, folks, here he is with all of his accessories, and they're pretty solid, but he doesn't come with an insane amount of stuff. There is one accessory I do wish he came with, considering the time period on when this character is supposed to exist, but other than that, it's really, really solid and very simple. So he does come with his classic cross arms, and just like any cross arm Vegeta, all you have to do is remove his arms from the top of the bicep, and then you can attach these. These attach pretty well. I'm not going to show that right now, because at the end of the day, if you've seen what they do with these with SH Figuarts Vegeta, you've seen it 1,000 times before, you know exactly how it's going to work. When it comes to the faces, first off, you do have like this, very smirky face. Obviously, he had a huge ego when he first transformed into being a Super Saiyan, and there's no surprise here that he has sort of this smirking, very arrogant looking face here, especially when, Android 19 says, "I won't let go," or the scene when he just uses the Big Bang attack against him and kills him. Now, he has a yelling and screaming face. You can use this for him charging up his ki or something like that, but this looks really nice otherwise. I do like how the mouth looks a lot, actually. I think it looks really, really good. Then he comes with traditional pair of hands. So you have, like, fighting pose hands here, which do look pretty nice. You can see these fighting pose hands right here. Then right here, you can see some more nice grippy hands, which can also be used as fighting pose hands as well. Then you have the blast effect hands, is what I like to call these. These are blast effect hands. I do wish he had one where it was like this, because that's how he shot off the Big Bang attack in that scene when he kills Android 19. Would have liked that, but whatever. And then you do have the classic Super Vegeta, this fist, where after he obviously puts that up, he gets his absolute, face pushed in. But other than that, it's still pretty nice overall. Again, the accessories, despite them being very simple and not really having a ton of them, he comes with exactly what he needs to come with. If you want to remove the face, very simple. All you have to do is that, and then you can just put that on like so, and then there you have Vegeta with his new face. So again, very easy to remove like this. You can drop that off to the side, and then you can just plug that face back on. Same thing for the hands. Again, if you've seen any SH Figuarts hands, you know how these work. You can basically remove them, and then you can just plug the hands back in where they're supposed to be. But for the most part, again, this Vegeta doesn't come with an insane amount, although again, I do wish he came with a hand that looked like this, and I also wish he maybe came with a Big Bang attack, like little effect part or something like that. But other than that, pretty solid accessories all around. Nothing crazy, but exactly what a base Vegeta needs to come with. Alrighty, folks, time to get into his articulation. And just like most SH Figuarts figures, this guy is really solid. So, head is on the ball joint at the top of the neck and at the base of the neck, so you can get like the goo. You can do a full 360. You can look down decently far. You can look up decently far. Do a little bit of wiggle waggle like this. Shoulders on the full 360. You have butterfly joints that go out about that far. You can go full 360 here again. More than 90 at the elbow. Rotation the upper part of the bicep. And you have some wrist articulation, which is pretty nice. My joints are pretty tight here, by the way. Ab crunch is also very good, but again, you do have a little bit of exposure with the joints, especially when you're doing like this. You can definitely see the joints in there, and that blows a little bit. But you can still do a full 360. Legs go forward. About that far. They go back about that far. More than 90 at the knee. Rotation to the upper part of the thigh. And then you have some nice ankle rocker pivot. So again, when it comes to this guy's posing, there's nothing really that's compromising it all that much. I think he feels really good. Joints feel really tight. Yeah, so overall, pretty damn good. And so, guys, for my final concluding thoughts on the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Awakened Super Saiyan Blood, this is a really solid base Super Saiyan Vegeta. I really do like this. I think it's very clean and very cool. Represents the design and the character that we saw on screen from this part of the anime many, many years ago. His hair is definitely shinier and more has more sheen on it in comparison to the 3.0 Goku that we got recently. But at the end of the day, I don't mind that because, again, it represents the actual art style at the time during that saga in the anime. In addition to that, I also do like everything for the most part. I mean, when it comes to this figure, the biggest caveats I have for it, I do wish that he came with a Big Bang effect part and a Big Bang hand. Would have been nice to see, because obviously in the film, that's what, in the show, that's what he does. Like, this picture here is technically inaccurate. His hand should be like this, but obviously they don't have this for the figure. The other thing too is I do wish when it came to this figure, that he came with something maybe like a gritting teeth face. I didn't mention that when I was talking about the accessories, but I do wish he came with maybe like a gritting teeth face instead as well. But for the most part, the lack of shading is whatever, honestly. Like, I just don't think he really needs it. You can yell at me for that in the comments, but I just don't think he needs it all that much. All the good stuff, though, looks great, articulated great, solid accessories. Nothing much more to say, just really solid all around. And like I told you, it'll take a lot for another Super Saiyan Vegeta to take this guy's place, because I think in comparison to the one that I've had on my shelf for quite a while now, that this guy just kind of takes the cake in all those respects. And so, I did pick my, so out of a score out of a 10, I'm going to give this guy an 8. He's just solid. I would recommend picking him up. Maybe for a sale wouldn't be too bad, because at the end of the day, I did pick mine up at my local Walmart. Picked this guy up for about 40 bucks. I would recommend maybe waiting for a sale, maybe for about 30 or 25 wouldn't be bad. So definitely be on the lookout at your local retailers. But if you do wish to buy this guy online, I will try and leave links to Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, as well as maybe like, I don't know, like GameStop or some Entertainment Earth or some other website like that if you guys wish to pick this guy up online. But again, look at your local retailers. This guy should be hitting your shelves right about now. And so I think that's it for the review. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video review. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.